Hello, 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 everybody. Hey, come on in. It is Bible study. Y'all know how we always start. This is the day that the Lord has made, and we shall rejoice and be glad in it. Hey, guys, it doesn't matter what we're going through. Let me tell you something. I was scrolling through Facebook and I came across one of my memories. And it was this little girl singing, "He got the whole world in his hands. He got the whole world in his hands. He got me, you, and sister in his hands." But you know what, though? It reminded me that God has everything in his hands, the
Amen.
whole world. He got your situation in his hands. He got this day in his hands. He got anything that we can face. It is in God's hands. And we have to trust that God knows what we need and he knows the best for us. So, y'all, I'm here to tell you, he got the whole world in his hands. Your situation, the thing that you're worried about, your illness, your finances, your children, all of this, whether you fighting for parole or whether you fighting to your innocence, whatever it is, just know that God got the whole world in his hand. I need light. And I'm grateful for that. Because when you start thinking about things like that, you can wake up stress free. You can wake up not worrying about tomorrow. What are you going to eat? Or what are you going to do? Or what are you going to say? Or how are you going to accomplish this? Because you can be at ease knowing that God got the whole world in his hand.
Amen.
How are you doing today, Anna, in this day?
I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. Just been working hard, getting myself on a more organized schedule to give myself more me time, um, if that's ever possible. So yeah, and I'm hating this curly hair.
I'm loving
Um,
it.
I will be filming I will be filming next week as Angela Logan for Searching for Raymond. I will be filming the trailer. So you guys will see Lunchtime with Anna on the trailer. So I'm pretty excited about that. So I will
I'm
be back in
excited.
UTM. Yes, yes. So got
And
a
y'all,
lot
Anna's
going on.
being modest because she hasn't told us that she's a whole cartoon character. I mean, oh my God, it is awesome. I am
Oh,
truly excited.
guys, you know what? So I put myself on, I'm working on routine, right? And I'm working on structure in my life. I feel that if you can structure your life to work out or do anything like that. So for the last week or so, I've been working out literally every day, doing cardio at the gym. And then I come home sometime like after airing, something like that, and I'll turn around and I'll work out to get as physically fit as possible. I want to look extremely fabulous by the time I turn 50, and I'm working on this, and I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it. So, anyways, I'm just excited about that. I just wanted to motivate you guys that you could do it too. Um, I feel good when I work out. I feel good. It's tiring, but I do feel good. And that's it.
And Anna, I did add the app, so me and Anna
I
gonna
saw
start
it, girl.
working out
Don't think I
together.
didn't see it.
I'm excited about it because yeah, I'm on my weight loss journey and I'm excited. I'm gonna come out with all the details. I'm just waiting for myself to get to a point to where I am where I want to be, and then I'm gonna come out and I believe that I'm gonna do a lot of things with the information that I've learned with through the process that I'm going through, as well as with Dr. Inky. I'm excited. That interview was so awesome. I'm still talking about it, Ann. I'm still talking about it. I
It
learned so
was.
much. If you
Mhm.
haven't seen it, go on Lunchtime with Anna. Click on the Lunchtime with Anna page. Make sure you like it. While you're there, go to Outreach and Prayer, Outreach/prayer. Like that page as well, because it's a lot of information that we give on both pages. But Dr. Inky was great. Um, and I learned so much just talking to him, and things that I'm starting to incorporate and learn about my own body. A lot of you may not know, Alzheimer's run in my family pretty, pretty in our DNA. My great great grandmother had it. My great grandmother ended up with it, and my grandmother had it. So it's like I'm so interested in learning about dementia and Alzheimer's, because if it's a 20-year incubation, then right in our 20s is when it all started. So um I want to break the curse in our family, and or my children to break that curse. So I'm excited about learning, because when you learn better, you do better. That's the key. Alrighty, guys. We're in Genesis, the 48th chapter. We're going to get started because we have some things that we want to get out. We want to make sure we air and get the word out, because that's what we promised. Just know we're almost done with Genesis, y'all. It's only 50 chapters in Genesis. So
50 or 52?
I think it was 50.
Oh,
Let me
it
make
is
sure.
50.
It's
You're
only
right.
50.
You're right. You're right.
It's only
Wow, we
50
are
chapters
almost
in
there.
Genesis. And so we're on chapter 48. So Genesis, we're going to be done. And so we done covered so much in Genesis from 1 through 50. So what I'm gonna do is, for those that we're gonna pick a day, I guess, and you can comment on what you learned in Genesis and have this help you in this book of Genesis. And we're gonna go into the book of Exodus. So it says Jacob blesses Messiah and Ephraim, and we're gonna learn who they are. Okay. So now we read in chapter 47 where Joseph made Jacob promise that he would bury him, that he would not bury him in Egypt. And he made that promise to his father. So one day, not long after this, the word came to Joseph, your father is failing rapidly. So Joseph went to visit his father, and he took with him his two sons, Messiah and Ephraim. When Joseph arrived, Jacob was told, your son Joseph have come to see you. So Jacob gathered his strength and sat up in his bed. Jacob said to Joseph, God Almighty appeared to me at Luz in the land of Canaan and blessed me. He said to me, I will make you fruitful and I will multiply your descendants. I will make you a multitude of nations, and I will give this land of Canaan to your descendants after you as an everlasting possession. Now this is favor, okay? This is his last moment, right? That he's able to speak, and he asked for his son. And this is tradition. Okay, this is a traditional thing. If you go back, remember when Esau and Jacob, the father would call him in when he was about to die and bless them with all the things, and that's how we get wheels and stuff. But this is really um, a very unique thing. Like it's going back, it's repeating itself. He's going to bless his oldest son. He's going to bless him just like his dad was supposed to bless Esau. But remember, Jacob stole the blessing. Now I am claiming as my own sons these two boys of yours, Ephraim and Messiah, who were born here in the land of Egypt before I arrived. They will be my sons, just as Reuben and Simon are. But any children born to you in the future will be your own, and they will inherit land within the territories of their brothers, Ephraim and Messiah. Long ago, as I was returning from Padan, Rachel died in the land of Canaan, where we were still on the way, some distance from Ephraim, that is in Bethlehem. So with great sorrow, I buried her there beside the road to Ephraim. Then Jacob looked over at the two boys. At these your sons? He asked. Yes, Joseph told him. These are the sons God has given me here in Egypt. And Jacob said, Bring them close to me so I can bless them. So here Jacob is blessing Joseph, yeah, Joseph's sons. And Jacob said, bring them closer. So Jacob said he wants Joseph to bring his sons closer so he can bless them. So this is how they pass down the generational blessings. This is how they pass down the blessings from one son to another, right? From one father to another son. Um, and then uh, Jacob also bring them closer so I can bless them. Jacob was half blind because of his age and could hardly see. Does this sound familiar? Does this sound familiar to anyone that Jacob was half blind? Remember, his dad
Mhm.
was half blind when he tried to bless Esau and Jacob. Remember? And
Mhm.
that is how Jacob was able to fool his father into thinking that he was Esau. So now Jacob is half blind. And so Joseph brought the boys close to him, and Jacob kissed and embraced them. So Jacob blessed both of the boys. He didn't pick one to bless. And this is not in the Bible, but I think it was due to his experience with his brother, how
Mhm.
the mother and the father were trying to trick, trying to have a favorite to win. So he didn't want that. So he blessed them both. I thought that was awesome.
Mhm.
I never thought I would see your face again, but now as God has let me see your children too. Joseph moved the boys, who were their grandfather's knees, and he bowed with his face to the ground. Then positioned the boys in front of Jacob. With his right hand, he directed Ephraim towards Jacob's left hand, and with his left hand, he put Messiah at Jacob's right hand. But Jacob crossed his arms as he reached out to lay his hands on both boys' heads. He put his right hand on the head of Ephraim, though he was the younger boy, and his left hand on the head of Misa, though he was the firstborn. Then he blessed Joseph and said, may the God before whom my grandfather Abraham and my father Isaac walked, the God who has been my shepherd all my life to this very day, the angel who has redeemed me from all harm, may bless these boys. May they preserve my name and the names of Abraham and Isaac, and may their descendants multiply greatly throughout the earth. Now, this is their blessing. Can you imagine if we would take the time and bless our children instead of curse them?
Amen.
I'm gonna say that one more time. Can you imagine the impact that we would have if we would bless our children instead of curse them? What are you saying,
Mhm.
Chris? How many times have you said out of anger, you're stupid, you're dumb, you're bad, you're ugly, you'll never learn, you'll never amount to nothing? We are putting curses on our children when we do that. When we tell them, you know what, you bad, or you look like your dad, or you act like your dad, especially in a single parent household when it's the mom, we put that anger and hate on them instead of blessing them and saying, look, may the God before whom my grandfather, who my grandmother, I'm gonna say my grandmother because she's the mighty ark in my family. My grandmother, Gloria Hall, my pastor, she's my grandmother who's passed on the spiritual mantle from child to grandchild to great grandchild. You know, and it's like whom that my father walk after, and the God who has been my shepherd all my life. I want to bless my children. Can you imagine how big we blessed our children to that magnitude? But Joseph was upset when he saw that his fathers placed his right hand on Ephraim's head. So Joseph lifted it to move it from Ephraim's head to Manasseh's head. No, my father, he said, this one is the firstborn. Put your right hand on his head. You see how Joseph corrected his daddy? His daddy had
Mhm.
mixed it up. Now it should have been the right hand on the oldest and the left hand on the youngest, and he mixed it up. But his father refused. I know, my son. I know, he replied. My son will also will be a great people, but his younger brother will become even greater, and his descendants will become a multitude of nations. So Jacob blessed both the boys that day with his blessing, that the people of Israel use your names when they give blessings. They will they will say, may God make you prosperous as Ephraim and Messiah. In this way, Jacob put Ephraim ahead of Messiah. Then Jacob said to Joseph, look, I'm about to die, but God will be with you and will take you back to Canaan, the land of your ancestors. And beyond what I have given your brothers, I am giving you an extra portion of the land. that I took from the Amorites with my sword and bow. Did you see how his dad just blessed all of them?
Hmm.
That's what we have to be. We have to be blessings to our children and not curses. And yes, we make mistakes. Yes, we've done things as parents that we're not proud of. Yes, we walk in ways that we shouldn't have walked. But then we can bless our children. Say, you know what? Guess what? We walked that way. We made our mistakes. I don't want you to make the mistake I made. I want you to be better than me. And that's what I tell my daughter now. And thank God that she just received her junior ring, and she's now a senior in high school. Because all the mistakes I made, I'm now able to teach them better. I'm able to show them better. With God's help, I'm able to be the woman of God, the mother or the wife that I'm supposed to be. And I'm not a wife yet, but I'm saying in that when I become a wife, I can be what God has called me to be. Because now I know I'm not young and dumb and doing all the things that I used to do. I've been seasoned now. And now it's the time for us seasoned women to teach those younger women the way of the world. We want to complain about the young people this and the young people there, but who taught them? They didn't come out the womb doing those things. And I'm sorry, it might be tight, but it's right. We have to understand what roles we play in teaching our children to lie, cheat, and steal. When your child answers the phone and say, well, tell the bill collector I ain't here. Or we tell our children, can't nobody tell you nothing but me. And then they don't listen to no one. Y'all, we have to become better people. And we have to understand that there's somebody else that can tell my child something. There's somebody else that can teach them something. And if my child is wrong, I don't need to uphold them in their wrong. And that's one thing that Anna and I say all the time when we're dealing with our human rights justice. We have more respect for those who come and tell us the truth and say, yeah, I did it. However, I learned and now I'm ready to be set free versus someone lying to us. Oh, I never did that. I didn't do anything wrong. I think that for us, it would be better for you to come to us and say, you know what? I did do this, but I took anger management, or I took this and I took that, and I've learned from it. And I truly have grown since I've been in here, and I've learned my lesson, and I want a second chance.
Then we know how to approach a situation.
Then we'll fight for you. It don't matter what you've done. We'll go to bat for you because then it's like, okay, my God then gave me a second chance when I was in my mess. Then who am I not to forgive and to give a second chance to?
Amen.
And same way with our children. So, and it's hard sometimes telling your children the truth about their children. You saw how I just say, no, well, this one is going to be greater. This one I see that God has shown me is going to do this and do that. And we get mad, y'all. We get mad behind our kids now. We got some mother bears, some mother tigers, some mother stuff that gets all upset. Hey, Jamil, missed you today. Missed you this evening. So, it's up to us to train up a child in the way that they should go. And like I
Amen.
say, children do not come out the womb doing different things. The baby don't come here wanting to dance. That's taught. They don't come here wanting to go to do all the things that we're doing, to lie, cheat, steal, racism, and all this stuff. That's all taught behavior. So we start blessing our children and speaking life in our children as a baby. Just think what great things that they can do and how they will be and how intelligent and smart they will become.
Amen.
So I'm here to say today, speak life into our children. They're the church of tomorrow. They're the ones who are going to take over when we're no longer here. Just remember the people that I looked up to in the fifth grade or in the fourth grade or when I was in first grade or even when I was in high school. A lot of those women and men who were pillars in the community, who taught me about Black history, who taught me to be proud of my color of my skin, a lot of them are dead and gone or bedridden or needing care or retired older in age, and now it's time for me or the people in my class to hold a mantle, but we're getting older too, that we have to pass it down to our children. And that generation have a mind that's totally different from what we had. Y'all, it's been really good speaking with you on today on Genesis 49, on 48. Remember, speak life into your children. You have anything, Anna?
Nothing. Just everyone have a wonderful Thursday evening. I love each and every one of you guys tremendously. I please pray that you continue seeking and being the best human being you know how. Speaking life into everything. You guys would be surprised at the things that come across my table daily that are so negative, and I turn around and I make positive, and it's almost draining. So anyways, I'm like on focus mode, because as soon as I get out of here, guys, I'm about to work out. You hear me? Work out. Anyways,
all right, guys.
Every one of you guys, we love you guys. We'll see you guys tomorrow morning at 7 o'clock with Christy for Forgiving Fridays. Give her about 10-15 minutes. We will be doing chapter 2 of Malachi on Sunday for Inspirational Sundays. I believe that'll be the fellas. Yes, that's supposed to be the fellas, unless there's a change of plan, but I'll find out from them. And then Monday, Christy will be back, Motivational Mondays. And I know I remind you guys, some meeting of the minds. I'm like about to move over and just give up on my show. They are killing it. I looked at the numbers. I said, oh, I'm over this. I'm over this. So they did that. They did that on their own. I'm very proud of you guys. God bless you guys. God bless you guys with the wisdom to keep coming up with these shows. They've been doing really good. They pretty much have been given ideas, so I'm good. I think for the next year, we got show ideas galore. So I'm not sure what the topic will be. We'll have it there by.
Jamil said they'll be there. Yay!
Yeah, I'll have the topic by tomorrow for them. I'll let them know, and I'll let you guys know. Also, please continue being good people. Just continue doing the right thing, being good people, and elevating in this world, because that's what it's all about. Elevate in everything you do, because that's what I do. Every day is a better day than it was yesterday, and I guarantee you guys what, my pockets will not be hurting. God bless each and every one of you guys. Have a wonderful day. Ciao.
Ciao, Bella.